Hi everyone, my name is Christian and I'm going to do a fourth quick video about just like some tips on just like storage and equipment and like how to play and stuff like that. So obviously in the core kit you get one fleet movement tool. I play with both my kit and my brother-in-law's core kit. So if you do have a second kit, I find it extra useful to just assemble it with only two, since so many ships go at speed 2 or like mostly travel at speed 2, and it's just a lot easier to maneuver. And so it's just the same kit, but just when you assemble it you just only put two and then like the little pointy thing at the end. Another way that you could do that, all these distances are the same. So if you want to move one, and rather than have this like bump in the way of all your ships, you can just go like this and just go from like here to here and have that be move one instead of including the whole thing. So either one of these things is just like a small, just a small way to make the game a little bit smoother. In terms, especially the more ships you have, and if you have more ships of the same type, something that my brother and I started doing is just putting names on them. All this is just printing out on paper or cardstock if you have it. Just two of the same name and then taping it together and then just putting it over the edge. It's as simple as that, but it makes it that much easier for both you and honestly your opponent. But just to have it be fair, easier to say, oh, Galleon Haven, that's the one that is the flagship. And even if it's not a named card, I went ahead and just created a bunch of good and bad guy sounding names. Most of these are you would recognize from other fiction, like Daedalus from Stargate and Enterprise from Star Trek and a bunch of other things, as well as real life ships.
Don't you have Serenity in there too?
Yeah, Serenity, Sting from Lord of the Rings, Constitution from both History as well as Constitution class was the name of the starship. Colonial 1 from Battlestar Galactica. Prometheus again. I mean, like, you can have fun with it. Like, just choose whatever names. And, for the Empire, really terrible PR sounding names. Like, we've talked about in our other videos, Accuser, Indomitable, Centurion, and Leviathan. Just stuff like that sounds like it, and so like sounds like what would be appropriate for the Empire to Rebels. It's so much better to say I'm gonna have the Accuser attack Sting rather than I'm gonna have Star Destroyer number 2 attack Corvette number 4. It's just so much more fun than using the numbered tags. So quick easy way to make it is just fill up a page with it. Print 3 copies, 2 copies you tape together, and 1 copy you just put next to the ship's name. So it's as simple as that, but I find it much more cinematic when you play, and it's just easier for everyone to organize. Something that I've also done for storage, everyone has their own storage methods of, but something that I've done is just these full, folded cardboard stock things that you can print out. I'll go ahead and provide a link in the description below. It's free under just PDFs, and you print them out. And there's one for like all the different types of ships, all the different fighter squadrons. It's just easier to store your stuff that way and make sure they stay all together. Okay. And another thing I wanted to talk about, this is a laser line level that I got at Harbor Freight. I guess we'll provide a link for this below. We don't get anything for it, but it's only $5. I find it particularly useful. It's the cheapest laser level I could find. So just when you're lining up your arc, just to see what is in the different arcs, it's that much easier than using the tool, and for $5 it's pretty darn cheap. This is what it looks like. You can either leave the base on or off, but if you go to tournaments, at least around here in Virginia and other places with Harbor Freight, I've seen them with it. So, but even if you pay like $2 in shipping or whatever it is, it's definitely worth the buy for either $5 or $7 or $8. It's definitely worth it. Less important, but there's also these damage deck things that you can get. So there's other random accessories you can get for the game, but the laser level and the name tags are the things that I like. So obviously this is a very quick video. I just wanted to give a few things that I forgot to include, and hopefully the next one will be when we're talking about Wave 2 strategy. So thank you. Bye.